Alright, this is going to be the first exercise for restoring range of motion and flexibility in a patient that has medial epicondylitis. So the first exercise we're going to do is we're going to passively extend and flex the wrist, doing stretching of that, and we're going to do 10 sets of that each direction. Completely forgot which number we're on, but
That was 8.
okay. We good now?
Mhm.
Okay. And then the progression of that would be that the patient is actively doing both flexion and extension themselves. And they're gonna still do one set of 10 each direction.
Last one. Here.
Alright, now the next exercise for restoring range of motion and flexibility is stretching the biceps. So I'm going to passively bring the patient's arm into extension, stretching the bicep right here, not biceps right here. So I'm going to hold that for about 5 seconds and then have her relax a little bit, then bring her back in to extension, and we're going to do that 10 times.
Six. 7.
Alright, and then the progression for that is the patient actively extends their arm. And they're going to do the same thing, one set of 10.
Two more. Here.
Alright, third exercise is flexion and extension of the wrist with weights. So first exercise is going to be using a light weight. She's going to go both into extension and flexion. And we're going to do 10 sets each or 10 reps each direction. Alright, progression is she's going to up the weight, so she's going to still do 10 reps each direction.
That was 13. I don't know what I can count.
Alright, fourth and final exercise for restoring range of motion and flexibility is going to be doing both pronation and supination of the wrist. and we're gonna use a light weight at first for the first 10 reps. And then progression is going to be increasing the weight, and she's still going to be going into pronation and supination for 10 reps each direction.
Two more.
Alright, so we're next going to move on to working on muscular strength and endurance.
Okay, so the first exercise for muscular strength and endurance we're gonna have him do is some eccentric wrist flexion exercises with the dumbbell. So he's gonna take the 3 pound and he's gonna hold it at the edge of the table, and he's gonna do what he was doing before with the extension, but then he's gonna slowly bring his wrist back to neutral. It should take him about 3 seconds. So it's gonna be like a 1 second up and then 3 seconds back down to get the eccentric wrist flexion going. And he's gonna do 1 set of 10 of that. Make sure they're always slow and controlled when they do this. Are you counting? You're doing great. Keep it up. Alright. To progress that, we're just going to have him up the weight. So he's going to go from a 3 pound to a 6 pound. And he's going to do the same thing where it's like 1 second up and then slowly brings it back down. Make sure his wrist is hanging off the table far enough that he has enough room to like bring his wrist all the way down as far as his range of motion allows. Doing great.
Thank you.
Keep it up.
I'm very focused.
I can tell.
9, 10.
Perfect. All right, for the next exercise, we're going to bring him over here to the band, and he's going to do internal rotation. So he's going to bring the band out. He's going to tuck this towel under between his elbow and his side to make sure his side's always close, that his arm isn't floating out here. And he's just going to do internal rotation. You're going to make sure he comes straight across. Don't let him go like up or down or anything. So he's going to do 1 set of 10 of those.
8.
Great work. To progress this, you can just have him take a few more steps away to increase the tension on the band, and he'll do another set of 10 there. If that's not enough tension, you can always just get a different band to increase the resistance. So you can move to like a black or a silver band off of this. So yeah, just make sure they're keeping that elbow squeezed to their side. That 1 set of 10?
Yes.
Perfect. All right, so the next exercise, we're gonna have him come over here, and we have the putty for him to use. So he's gonna use the tan putty first, and he's just gonna like squeeze it and then like pull it back out and squeeze it back together. This is gonna work on his grip strength. You can use putty, you can use like a rubber ball, you can use a stress ball, whatever you have available. So you're just gonna have him do a set of 10. Or like 10 squeezes if you can.
It's going to take a while.
Yep.
It's 2.
You're counting that as 2? Well, you're doing like 10 squeezes in each one, so do like 5.
Oh, okay.
And when they do this, make sure they're using all 5 of their fingers. Make sure they're not like favoring one side or the other. That way they're working every part of their flexors. This is 4 or 5.
This is 4.
Okay. I'll pull this out. Okay, and then one more with that one. Perfect. Okay, to progress this, you're just gonna give him a different color, which blue is much harder than the tan color. And he's gonna do the same thing, just doing the squeezes, working on the grip strength. You honestly don't have to pull it out if you don't want to, you can just squeeze it. Whatever's more fun for you, man.
I'm not gonna pull it out as many times. That's correct.
Did,
This is actually really good. It's tiring on my palm too.
is it?
My feet on.
Keep it up, keep it up. Is this number 2?
This is 3.
Okay, cool.
Why do you got putty? Why? You could have used a stress ball.
You wanted putty.
I did not say that.
You requested the putty. I offered the rubber ball.
Mm-mm. You went straight for the putty.
I offered the rubber ball.
Okay, sure.
Jay Bear's just a little weak.
More fatigue setting in very quickly.
You're doing great.
Thanks, Jess.
I'm here to support.
I thought you were my clinician.
I am. That's why I'm here for the sport.
Last one.
Last one.
Here it is.
As you can tell, this is quite a forearm burner here.
And palm.
And palm.
And fingers. Basically, it's a whole arm.
Alright. That was 5. Did you get me saying so the next thing we're gonna do?
Yeah.
I'll just start saying so the next thing we're gonna do.
Yeah, let's try it.
So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna have him do some bicep curls. So he's gonna take the weight. His hand's just gonna be in neutral, like in the middle of the dumbbell. He's gonna do 10 bicep curls. I'm so sorry, I'm in your way. Make sure he has good posture, that he's not like slumping his shoulder or anything.
So,
I'm glad you did this one because you actually have biceps.
so,
Okay. To progress this, you can either have them go like pinky sided or thumb sided. So we're gonna have him go pinky sided, which means he's gonna scoot his pinky to like the very end of the dumbbell, and do bicep curls again. That way he still has to keep it in neutral, which will work more of like the inside of his bicep on that medial side that we're trying to target. And then if you also wanted to increase the weight to progress this, you could. It just depends on your athlete or bodybuilder.
last one. That's it.
All right, and that's it, and then we'll go to neuromuscular control.
So next up, we're going to he's doing the neuromuscular control and balance. So first, we're going to have him do the body blade. So we're going to start out, go up across your body, then you're going to stop, come here, and go down across your body like that. Ready? Go. We're going to do 1 set of 10.
If I could do
You good?
it. Yes, I could do
There
it.
you go.
It's just easier. Oh my gosh.
There we go. Nice.
As you can tell, I don't need to be doing body blade.
You good? I like it. I like it. It's 2. You got 8 more. That's easy.
I'm not even writing dominant, so that's probably why. I can't do it.
Nice. Nice. I like it. go. Keep it going, you got it.
What number are we on?
That's 6.
Okay.
Nice. And last one. Nice. So for progression, we're gonna have you stand on the air pad and do the same thing. Go once again, quick 1 set of 10, and move on to the next exercise. I like it. I like it.
But if this was my left arm, I could probably do it a lot better.
Well, that's not the arm that's injured, so.
Do what?
So, that's not the arm that's injured, so apologies. There you go. I like it. Keep going. Nice. 2 more. Nice. So next exercise, we're gonna keep going? Nope. Good. So next exercise is gonna be pose joint step ups. So just as a demonstration, what you're gonna do, gonna have the wood plank to the side, have hands like this, gonna step up, and step right back down. Once again, 1 set of 10, and then progression would be just adding a band around the wrist. Nice. 1, 2, 3. There you go. I like it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice. So progression is just going to be adding this band around your wrist and keeping that resistance the entire time.
Alright.
Once again, you're going to be doing 1 set of 10. And whenever you're ready, let's go. There we go. Nice. 1. I like it. I like it. 2.
I'm not gonna have to do this.
Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Yeah, 3. I mean, you already had 3. You might as well get the rest done. 4. I like it. 5. You're already halfway there. Let's go. 6. 7. 8. 9. Finish it. 10. Nice. And relax. So next up, we're going to be doing some wall ball. See what you're going to do. With your elbow bent up against the wall, just bounce it off the wall into your hand. Once again, 1 set of 10. 5, 6, 9, and 10. Nice. Progression is just going to be increasing the weight. Nice. So, I can take that. For your last exercise, what I want you to do, I'm going to have you supine with your head facing this way. I'm going to have you sort of close to the edge of the table and have your elbow out. So last one we're going to do is called rhythmic stability with the elbow bent. So what we're going to do, he's going to have his eyes open, and I'm just going to hit his arm in different positions, and I want him to bring it right back to neutral like this. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
I should be counting, but I'm not. So, there we go, and relax. So, progression, just to make it a little bit harder for him, I'm going to have you close your eyes, so he's not going to be watching his face the entire time. Ready? Nice. Keep it stiff. Nice. Go and relax. So, next up, we're going to be moving on to power and speed.
Alright, so to start up power, speed, and sport specific, we're going to have him start out with some push-ups. So the first type, he's just gonna do some close grip push-ups. He's gonna do 1 set of 10, and they're just gonna be like slow and controlled.
I don't get offended by
Close grip means his arms are gonna be close, so his elbows are gonna go like straight back and be tight with his body.
6.
You're doing great. Make sure his back is level the whole time and that he doesn't like drop his form at all.
Okay.
Okay, for the progression, he's gonna do the same thing, but it's gonna be a little bit more plyometric, so he's gonna be more powerful and kind of explosive when he does it. Same form. He's gonna add like a little hop in between each one to help with that power.
I'm getting, it's coming in now.
You're gonna want to do the same thing and make sure that his form stays the whole time because you don't want him doing this without proper form. Don't forget to breathe. There we go, and that was 10. The next one we're gonna do is we're gonna do some ball dribbling exercises. So we're gonna have him sit on the stool. And the first thing he's gonna do is we're working on just some like wrist powerful motions. So he's gonna like just throw this against the ground 10 times, making sure he flicks his wrist a lot. If they're a basketball player, you could use basketball and just work on their dribbling. You can kind of adjust it for whatever sport they play. Then the other one you're gonna have them do is throw it up, and they're gonna flick their wrist with that one too. You're gonna have them have a little bit better aim than this and catch their breath because the push-ups killed them a little bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, just make sure they're flicking their wrist and really using those flexors.
8.
9. You're gonna have them do this more slow and controlled, so they'd get a little rest break in between this and the push-ups.
There you go.
To progress this, you're just gonna do a heavier ball. Once again, if they're like basketball player or something, you can just change up different variations or like use a weighted ball type thing. But this will work on that like wrist motion, the explosive motion if they're like a pitcher or something. So then he'll switch and do the 10 up that way, and he'll go straight up, hopefully. There we go. Just straight up and down. Straight up and down. You're doing great. Straight up and down. Doing great. Keep it up.
10.
Alright, and then the next one for power, speed, and sport specific is he's going to take the same ball and he's going to come and use the trampoline. So he's going to keep his arm at 90-90 right here and just throw at the trampoline. He's going to make sure he keeps this elbow up because they have a tendency to drop their elbow like he's doing right now. And make sure he like flicks his wrist at the end to get that power. To progress that, we're going to give him a heavier ball. He's going to do the same thing. This is really good for like, baseball players. To kind of that throwing motion, you just have to make sure they keep their arm up. You can even hold their arm up a little bit to make sure they understand what they're supposed to do.
My bad.
Keep the arm up. More. And you can have them sit down some if they can't get the form right, because you want the form to be perfect for these.
Okay.
Alright, and then next we're going to head outside so that he can do some long toss throwing.
So I got my friend Tyler King down there at the end. We're going to be tossing back and forth 10 times with the progression of just going a little bit farther back, 10 more. I got 2 baseballs that I know he's going to overthrow me, and I really don't feel like my whole table. So, ready? Go! Take on! Nice.
Last one.
Good.
Okay, this is going to be the first exercise for core stability of a patient with medial epicondylitis. So Jessica, she's going to do ab rollouts. So she's going to use this little ab rollout thingy. She's going to go down and back. That's going to be one. She's going to do 10 reps of those. And keep in mind is that a normal athlete might be able to go out a little bit further than Jessica. Because Jessica doesn't have the strongest ab muscles.
Right. I think that was 6. I can go all the way out though. Okay.
Right,
That's 10.
and then progression of ab rollouts is using a Boshi ball and putting it underneath her feet so she has an unstable surface that she's has underneath her feet, and she's gonna still do 10 sets or 10 reps.
It's as far as we go now. Just want you to know that. I lost count.
Let's say that that's 7.
I think it's 10.
Okay.
8. Let me try all the way. That's all I got.
Okay, second exercise for core stability is bird dog. So Jess is going to be on all fours, and when she's going to extend either arm, but when she extends either arm off the ground, she's going to use the opposite leg is going to go into extension, and to progress it, once. Oh,
Anyone counting? 10.
okay, and this is going to be the progression of bird dogs for core stability. What we did is we added ankle weights to both ankles on Jess's ankles, and she's going to still do 10 reps of those. She's gonna, while she's doing those, she's gonna do the drawing maneuver, kind of like she's bringing her belly button to her spine, and at the same time, she's gonna touch her elbow to the opposite knee when she's coming back.
9. 10.
Alright, and then the third exercise is gonna be glute bridges. So let's give Jess a sec to get those ankle weights off. And she's gonna lay with her back like this, and she's gonna come off the ground. She's gonna do the drawing maneuver while she's doing that, same as last time. Drawing maneuver is bringing her belly button towards her spine, and she's gonna do 10 reps of those.
Okay.
Alright, and then progression is to have her feet on a exercise ball. I will stand so that it does not move a lot. And she's still doing the drawing maneuver, abdominal drawing maneuver, and doing 10 sets. Not sets, reps. Okay, and then the fourth and final one is trunk extension. So what we can do is have Jess lay on this table right here with her head facing Right here, she's gonna be having her hips at the edge of the table.
I need someone to hold my legs before
I
flip
can
off.
do that. And she's going to do 10 trunk extension. Okay, and then progression of the trunk extension is to give her a weight.
Give me like the 6.
Okay,
We're going
per patient's request of the weight, and she's gonna do the same thing with the trunk extension. Okay,